Left-handed Lachlan Wells to start things off, facing Blake Galen, who shows bunt and fouls it off to start things off.
And
this one's hit down the third baseline fair, and this is going to turn into at least a double, a lead-off double to Galen. He'll turn and stand up comfortably at second. They were playing him to pull, and he managed to hit it straight down the third base line where there was nobody.
That's right back up the middle, under the diving shortstop there, and he's on his way home. And the throw's not going to be in time, and Melbourne on the board very, very quickly here.
Blake Galen scores, sliding in there, turned the corner at third.
Too powerful up the middle. Whoa, big hack there. Out here for the summer.
And hacks at pitch number 2, falls behind 0-2 to Lachlan Wells.
Yeah.
Melbourne roster, but that of course will change through spring training. As a ground ball is hit straight towards Cortez, who bobbles it, kicks it, and that will allow the runner on. He was playing the double play. He was trying to flick it up to Rodriguez, looking for a double play, boots it.
2 ABLs. We're calling them 1 at the moment. Records are still being compiled.
Back into the fence again.
He's nearly on the money.
So 0-2 the count here on Young. Whoa, there he goes. And the crowd here at Blue Sox Stadium have enjoyed that one. Pick up a hit in this series. That one.
That catches somebody in the dugout seats.
Fouled away again. And that one's lifted into left. Will go down the throat of Jacob Robson out there in left field, but it's not Jacob Robson, beg your pardon.
Yep, Cam Gibson. Yep. Found it again. Has been taken down.
Rodriguez with the flick over to second will take the easy out, and that will be the end of the innings. So the Blue Sox get out of it with just giving up the 1 run. Just the 1 run, no RBIs. 1-1 the count now on Eunice. And he's lifted that one up over our heads. The journeyman.
Yep.
And that one's been lifted into right, a couple of steps, and that will go down the throat of the right fielder Cruz. Canada was the light bulb.
Correct. Couldn't have been a pom. Could not have been a pom.
Beg your pardon. Yeah, picked up 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a walk in last night's game.
Not considering all of the restrictions that have been on. It's a Thursday night last night, school holidays.
It's going to see Robson go down on strikes. Bringing play to another lefty, you were right. There we go. Carlos Cortez, second baseman.
Alex Howe will follow him. He's another lefty.
Cortez is going to send that one back to the fence. It's on the ground. That's going to get right through on that shift that the Aces had on Carlos Cortez. And he's making his way to second. It's going to be tight.
No.
And he's been punched out at second there.
Oh, that hurt. That really did hurt.
Yeah.
A game of inches baseball, and that is what iced a charging Carlos Cortez there.
I think it's Jared Cruz, isn't it? No. Big hack there from Cruz.
Didn't come in at all. I don't think. Did he come in late?
Yeah, he came in late. And he's gone. Another big hack there from Dale. And that's Jarrett Dale down on strikes. The back-to-back strikeouts here for Lachlan Wells and the Blue Sox. Lachlan Wells, and in quick time too. That one's lifted in to right field, moving in and on. And the catch is going to be not made out there in right field. The throw into first won't be in time. And Dale will get a board. 2 out here for the Blue Sox. Dale's taken off. He will have to go back. We'll go straight down the chute there to Galen. This pitch. Oh, and
safe at second base. The hard-running Jared Dale slides into second.
And that one's on the ground, smothered by Rodriguez. The flick and out made there. A nice job from the defence there from the Sydney Blue Sox, and there's no change to the score. 4 at bats, it looks like. 1 double, a couple of RBIs. Another lefty.
He is. Yep, they just keep on coming.
Back to back lefties for the Blue Sox here. It's going to miss outside pitch. And that'll be a walk. So great start there for the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the second innings. A lead-off walk to the designated hitter, Alex Howe.
By 12 runs to 6 last night by the Blue Sox.
Camp Gibson, the Grosse Pointe native. Here's the pitch. Fouled away by Gibson. Big hack there from Gibson. And that will see him go down on strikes. Pitch here for Kynes. It's going to miss inside again. So back-to-back. Well, no, not quite back-to-back. The strikeout in the middle. But 2 runners on here for your Sydney Blue Sox and just the one out. And that's going to catch the plate. Is the bottom of the second.
Oh.
Campbell getting hold of a little bit of that will send it away.
Big swinging strike there for a K2 on Michael Campbell. Brings up the second out here.
The first pitch from Kynes is a called strike. So good visit there from the Aces manager.
Yeah, to straighten him up. He drifted one through the outside edge of the zone.
0-2 the count here for Rodriguez. And Sydney Blue Sox getting 2 walks. Rodriguez will go down on strikes. So Kynes picking up a bit of a pattern here, and Sydney will leave 2 runners on. And, let's see. Let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt them in the second half of this game.
Lachlan Wells threw 39 pitches. So obviously on tight restrictions just to make sure that he doesn't throw too much here in the off-season.
And this is a fine replacement for Wells here in Matt Ray. That's going to be lifted over the head of Rodriguez into left field. So back-to-back hits here for George. Tomska. Did I get that right this time?
That's it, Tomska.
Excellent. Cam's going to get a confirmation on that for us, scorers. Rodriguez is moving in quickly. The flick to base and down to McDonald. And bam, bam. Thank you for the grounds into a double play there. Time in, time out, and that's why he's there doing his job. The 4-hole hitter is now Derman Young. 2-1 the count here for Young. And that's lifted into the air. Running across is going to be the left fielder, Gibson. And Gibson will take the catch. And that will end the innings here for Matty Ray and the Sydney Blue Sox. Jake Burns standing patiently at the plate. Surprise, surprise, another left-hander for your Sydney Blue Sox. The first pitch into Burns will be a called strike. 0-1 the count here for the 9-hole leadoff hitter, Burns. Hope you're enjoying the coverage tonight, and I'm thrilled to be here. Got to tell you, it's an absolute honour to be getting the call up. That's on the ground. And a slow roller to the third baseman, but a bullet fired across the diamond there by the Aces third baseman, Tomska. And Burns will go down on the ground down. Not a bad at bat, had a few fouls. And that one off. Sydney leaving 2 runners out in the bottom of the second. Eunice has put that one on the ground, smothered by Tomska. And another bullet across the diamond. Back-to-back ground outs to third base for the Sydney Blue Sox. And that's on the ground, bouncing off the mound, moving across. What a great athletic play there by the second.
And got him.
Cortez punched out by the first base umpire, Connor Casey. Very athletic play there from the second baseman, Cortez. Romansky flying out to left field in his first at bat. And I've got to apologise to Jared Dale there for me giving the credit of that fantastic play to Cortez. And of course, Cortez is the Blue Sox. Perkins reaching on a fielder's choice. That's on the ground. Ranging across is Rodriguez. Bullet across the diamond. And McDonald having to do a little bit of work there at first base. Here's a pitch from Ray. That's on the ground. And diving using his body there was the third baseman, Eunice. And a great stretch there at first base from Connor McDonald.
In the first innings and was thrown out at second base. 1-1 pitch hit hard to right field, but Jared Cruz has a read on it. Takes the catch out there comfortably in right field. And the Blue Sox lose their first here in the bottom of the fourth.
For Howe. And that's right back up the middle for Howe, trailing away for the centre fielder. And Howe's going to make the turn, and he's on his way to second, and he'll make that sliding in. So a nice, great piece of hitting there, in fact, from Alex Howe. And Howe's going to So Gibson just not able to get that one over the shortstop, Darryl George. The Aces. The first pitch in from Ray is going to be sent over the Blue Sox Stadium here.
For ride in the not too distant future.
And that's on the ground, ranging across. And I'm going to get this right this time. That's Cortez.
That one's Carlos Cortez.
Yay! Nailed it. Second baseman who I robbed of the quality at play in the last innings. It was athleticism there shown by Dale, so I apologise to him. Top of the fourth. 1-run ball game. A couple of fine, young, talented baseballers. Big hack there from Dale. Beg your pardon, Blake Galen. Don't know what I'm talking about. Ground down and a double for Galen. And that is fair. Called fair very quickly by umpire Casey. Galen's on his way to second. So's the throw. Oh, nice job there from the right fielder, Michael Campbell. Not able to be picked by the shortstop, Rodriguez. But his athleticism defensively just moments ago. George fouling that one back to us. That's on the ground. Moving across this Rodriguez single-handed scoop and the bullet across the diamond to McDonald. And that will be the end of the Aces here in the top of the fifth innings. Weekend of no baseball, but we're back to the action here. And leading off for your Sydney Blue Sox.
It was a long three-run bomb.
Three-run bomb is a fun thing to call, and I wish I was here.
Putting that three-run home run to Connor McDonald.
Yeah, super fun for the Blue Sox fans too, as that one's lifted into the air.
It's dying.
And
he's got there though.
Yeah, so George, again, showing his athleticism in the air, on the ground. Balls here on Campbell. Superstitions run deep in the baseball community. 3 balls, and that's going to be Campbell picking up a walk here.
Can Rodriguez and Burns do something to move him around and allow them then to flip the lineup back to the top and allow the power at the top to come through again?
Like he was in two minds then, and both those pitches set again to the plate this time, and that one's been lifted into right field, moving in.
It's dying
and across
too.
On it, it's Jared Cruz, and that's going to be a hit, and that's going to be a stand-up double there for Manny Rodriguez. Strange to call a 25-year-old veteran, been with the Blue Sox since 2010, and he's waiting, and that's going to go down the cans for Burns. So 3-1 the count. And that's going to be, Burns thought that it was the walk. Here's the pitch. And Burns has put that one on the ground. It's to the third baseman. And that will be an RBI ground out here for Burns. And we have a tied ball game. And the Sydney crowd are really enjoying that. And that's what Eunice has done. He's put that out, and it's going to be down the throat. No, it's not. It's going to bounce. And that's going to bounce in front of the left fielder, Kyle Perkins. And Eunice is going to pick up an RBI single to left field here in this bottom of the fifth innings. New pitcher here for the Melbourne Aces, Mitchell Ellis replacing. Yep, both of those runs will be Kynes, credited to Kynes. Big hack there, and
trouble.
Here we go. We've got a bit of a trouble here. Nice sight there from the catcher. And Eunice is in a rundown, and that's not what Sydney want to see. Catcher there, Jake Romansky, groundouts or strikeouts. So Ray getting the job done here efficiently for the Blue Sox.
Sets it up that the Blue Sox could actually be in front maybe after 6 to go to their setup man and then their closer, hopefully.
Big hack there from Tomska, and that will send him back to the dugout.
Tonight so far, which is not a good thing.
Fly out for Young as he's lifted that one skyward.
Got to get into the breeze though and get out of play. Your friends about Sports Flicks, sign up.
Tune in on Sports Flicks, and I'm privileged to be part of this commentary tonight. You see that and you call that a hill? Yeah, sorry, dude. Got that one wrong. That's lifted into left field this time, and moving across on it will be your Sydney Blue Sox left fielder Cam Gibson, and he's unable to make a play on that one. Flew out to left and a ground out for Romansky tonight. Done a fine job behind the plate for the Aces. Big hack there from Romansky. And that one's back up the middle. It's going to get over the head of the second baseman, Cortez. And a lazy single into centre field there for Jake Romansky. Will advance.
4 or 5 Matty Ray foul balls before he found one to loop into left field. And then Romansky just squared one up, hit it straight back up the middle.
Single to Young, single to Romansky. And that's coming straight back to us. Here's a pitch. And Perkins is going to go down on strikes. The 7-hole hitter, Jared Cruz, the right fielder, and good visit there from Oxspring. 0-1 the count for Cruz. And that one's fouled away, so very quickly ahead in the count here. And 0-2 remains the count here for Cruz. And he's gone down on strikes.
But Robson 0 for 2 tonight, ground out and a strikeout. 2-1 pitch, check swing, foul from Robson. This hit hard to straightaway centre field. Going back will be Galen, and he settles underneath it and takes the catch as that ball dives into the breeze for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Ellis to the plate, swung on, fouled off.
I thought Ben Nash was punching him out there for a second. New pitcher for the Aces, Cameron Gibbons, 25-year-old local from Melbourne, in his 3rd season with the Aces.
Game here for Campbell and the Blue Sox. The first pitch in from Gibbons, and he's just sitting amongst it, enjoying every minute of it. I don't touch buttons or anything. 2 out and an 0-2 count. And he's going to be punched out by umpire Nash.
Ouch.
So that will be the end of the attack here for the Blue Sox. Massive shout out to the crew here. And that's on the ground. Lead-off hit there. And we are now here waiting for Zach Shepherd to go through his last few warm-up pitches to get underway here in the top of the 7th. And Dale's going to put down a bunt. Moving across quickly is Eunice. And the sacrifice played to perfection there for Jared Dale. 9-hole hitter Dale on second. And that one's going to get through past Burns. And Dale will move down. And Shepherd will find the strike zone there on the off-speed. 1-1. 1-1. And Shepherd's going to find the zone there again. It's a pitch. And Galen's belted that one into right field. And that line drive into right field is going to level up this game here for the Melbourne Aces. Big hack there from George. And that one turning George inside out. Runner's taken off. And it's going to be a strike him out, throw him out. So Galen in a rundown, and that's exactly what the Blue Sox have done here. So George on the strikeout. Burns seeing that Galen had taken off. Step in here the first time he will face Gibbons, and a big hack there. And the call to the first base umpire.
That's close. That's closer than close.
And that's a punch, and Rodriguez knew it too. He will face Gibbons here. Burns will see the first pitch in for a called strike. And Burns will hack at that one. And that will be Burns down on strikes. So Gibbons getting to work very, very quickly here. Back-to-back strikeouts to the bottom of the Blue Sox order. Stick with us, sports fans. We're not done here. Eunice looking like you should show bunt there a little.
Yeah, taking the whole way.
2-1 pitch blown past.
Here's the pitch. Whoa, big hack there from Eunice, and he knew it was probably a little bit up.
Oh, it was way up. It wasn't a little bit up. It was way up.
And that's going to end the Blue Sox here offensively. Let's go with reaching on what was probably an error. I think it was charged as an error. That's correct. And that's been lifted into left, and it's Gonski. That one flying out of the ballpark and just going over the fence there near the left field foul pole. 4-hole hitter Young is going to step in, and that's the first pitch in will be a called strike. And that's going to foul off the foot of Young, I think. And that is lined into left field as well, and the diving Eunice not able to pull that one in, and Young's going to get a stand-up double there.
Must be nice up here. I'm going to have a go.
And that's on the ground. Smothered by Cortez, should I say, over to McDonald. And that will be the ground out there.
Yeah, Willis was the offensive leader for the Aces last year, batting over 400.
And that's on the ground. The bunt will score the run, and the out will be made.
Squeeze play.
That's, yeah.
Don't see that very often anymore.
2 out here. 8-hole hitter stepping in. And the first pitch in from Shepherd to Dale will be a called strike pitch. And Dale has put that one in the air, moving across. And giving up the chase will be McDonald there at first into... And that's on the ground. And Eunice is going to pluck that out of nowhere. Big stretch from McDonald. And that will end
Great
the
play,
half
Jacob
innings
Eunice.
here. So nice play there from Eunice, and combining with McDonald.
Is Luke Leftwich.
Okay, so we welcome Luke Leftwich. This is Anderson, the right-handed pitcher out of Reno.
Out of the desert. And swings through. A fastball from Anderson.
And that's fired back up the middle. Great hitting there from Robson.
That'll do
And
it.
he's looking to make it a 2-bagger, and he
Does.
is going to. So that's how you turn a single into a double there.
Really took advantage of Blake Galen,
Yeah.
just taking his time out there in centre field.
He's fired up, looks like that one with the foul straight back. And that is going to be catching the zone. Cortez thought it was up to take up the honours here.
Got him.
Yeah, that's down. And Cortez knew too. He makes his way back to the dugout. And Howe saw that one pretty big, but still a big crowd at the ballpark here tonight, enjoying a bit of Friday night fun, as Howe will chase that one again and be part of the crew as Howe will go down on strikes.
That's a big pitch.
Yeah. That's been lifted into right field, moving
Into the
back
breeze, though.
on it. And camped under it was the right fielder, Jared Cruz. And that will end the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the 8th. And we do have a pitching change here for your Sydney Blue Sox. Coming into pitch now is number 31, Andrew Mitchell. And he will close out this game here.
Currently playing in A Advanced League.
Great season for them, right? They're aggressive. That's on the ground. Well smothered there by Rodriguez.
Lovely
Throw
hands.
over to McDonald. And that will catch again. Virtually the same pitch there. Did he go is the question. That's away from
They're
the
gonna say that
catcher,
he did.
Burns. And they did say that he went. And Galen didn't think he did and was just standing there waiting for the ball to be called as that got away from the catcher, Burns. No, we're going for the win, baby. Big
off.
hack there from George. Here we go. Here's Mitchell with the pitch. Big hack again from George. Appreciate the support that the guys have given me, letting me have a chance here tonight. It's been super fun as that's lifted into the air and moving in on it. And camping will be the right fielder, Michael Campbell, and that will be the end of the Aces here offensively. Bottom of the ninth is the pitch. And it will be a called strike against Connor McDonald. I know how hard it is to get the ball out in this ballpark.
Oh,
that
he swung
one,
at that.
yeah, so that one bouncing in the dirt. A big hack from McDonald there, and that will see him head back to the dugout. When you finish tuning in to us, you can stay up late and watch another ball game. Do I get invited back? Do I get another gig? And that one's fouled away by Campbell. Gap up the middle here for Campbell. I don't think I've seen a gap that big
field, isn't it?
tonight. And
Not gonna
Campbell's
matter.
going to go down on strikes. First pitch in from Anderson will be a called strike. It's a pitch. Big hack from Rodriguez. And the Blue Sox. It's a pitch. And that will be the end of the ball game. So Anderson getting the job done for the Aces.
Oh, what a quality finish from Drew Anderson.
Yeah.